think I've been scared up in the Northwest Territories of different times because we'd be in the barren grounds as far away as you can be from anything. And most of our early career, the radios we had were totally inadequate. And the pilot would hopefully come and pick you up when he was supposed to. Well, next thing you know, you're sitting in this tent and it's just almost collapsing around you and the snow's just coming in horizontal. And you're just living in your sleeping bag till it finishes maybe 3 days later. I know most of the places I worked in those days, if I broke an ankle or something, the odds that you'd get found or survive is pretty remote. But, we never worried about it.
Despite his reputation as a resilient bush prospector, Ron Netolitzky's introduction to the wilderness didn't come until his late teens. A self-described urban kid from Edmonton, Ron had never even slept in a tent.
I got through high school like a lot of kids, and I didn't know what I was good at. I worked in the section gangs with my dad in the Northern Alberta railroads, and then when I shoveled gravel in the tracks and things, I always used to pick up the pretty stones. So I said, geology, that's good. I'll try that. And that was the end.
Ron would go on to study geology at the University of Alberta and finished his master's at the University of Calgary. The career path turned out to be a perfect fit for his independent personality.
I really found that having a good technical background, which I did get at university, served me well all my career. But, you went through university, you used the most sophisticated equipment worth, millions of dollars. You get out into the real world, and the most sophisticated piece of equipment I use is my hammer and my hand lens.
He's got a mind like a trap. He never forgets anything he reads. He has a sixth sense for finding ore bodies, and when he's near one, he seems to know this is the one that's going to make it.
The wild professor's hair sticks out. He's an incredible dresser, not stylistic, but he is the most incredible idea person that I have ever worked with in this industry.
I never forgot a rock or an outcrop or a showing I've seen, and quite often the memory of things like that allow you to, when the market's conditions are right and the commodity people are looking for are right, to make that move.
Making the right move at the right time would become a theme in Ron's storied career. Following the crash of uranium, Ron transitioned from consultancy work to junior gold mining. He would soon find great success optioning the Snip property from Cominco in British Columbia.
The original showings were found in 1964 by a gentleman called Ted Marrero, a well-known geologist. Just the only reason he found it was that the helicopter couldn't pick him up on the high parts of the mountain. So they had to go down these chutes, and he grabbed the rock on the way down, and by the time he took it to camp, it had visible gold in it, and that was the discovery. I showed up in this rugged mountains with running shoes. I couldn't even get down the slopes to look at it. I had to look at the core. I spent 5 days looking at the core. It was interesting, but I couldn't see any gold in it. And I figured we were finished because we didn't have enough money for the next phase until the assays showed up, and the assays were very good. We had up to 50 feet of 0.3, 0.4 ounces per ton.
Did our first 4 holes and they all hit, so man, we were off and running. It's an old cliche, but the harder you work, the luckier you get, and you have to really make your luck as well.
Following the success of Snip, Ron became involved with the Eskay Creek deposit in British Columbia and saw it grow from a 50-year-old prospect into the world's 5th largest silver mine and Canada's richest gold producer. His natural ability to make and find luck influenced numerous discoveries across the globe. His achievements often stemmed from his willingness to take a closer look at places others wouldn't give a second glance.
He's ever the optimist. He's very, very much a contrarian. His real forte has been taking a limited database, a discovery, a trench, a limited drill program, and seeing things and seeing the possibility that other people didn't. He's always researching and always casting about for projects that people have given up on. And he just keeps on plugging away at it and plugging away, and he's been able to do it.
I mean, you make or break it on your own hook. Quite often we wouldn't get paid for a bunch of years because times were tough. And we'd survive somehow, and then things would turn. But in our business, you make it, you take shots.